What's up, Permian Basin? Today we want to share with you a testimonial from our WIOA program. My name is Valerie Lotito.
And my name is Diana Mesa, and today we have Mr. Robert Taylor. Thank you so much for joining us. He was, a previous WIOA participant. And then for those of you who don't know, WIOA is a training program that we provide through our 17 counties here in the Permian Basin. If you are interested, once you start hearing this amazing story, please reach out, whether you go to your local workforce office or just give us a call. So we'll get started. So tell us a little bit about how you found out about Workforce Solutions and its programs.
Primarily through the pandemic is when it happened. A lot of us got furloughed, ended up on unemployment, etc. And during that, I was contacted about whether or not I was going to go back into my current field. I believe Janet. Yeah, there we go. She was the one that contacted me and asked if I needed to further my education and skills within my current career, or if I wanted to pursue a career change. At that point, I was ready for a career change, and she offered some options, and through that, we pursued it.
Great. So what was your choice? What did you want to go into?
Primarily the IT field. I got into the nerd stuff, as they call it, at a very young age. So I rebuilt my first computer at 8, and then around age 18, 19, that's when the family business of going into the oil field kicked in, and I still had that nerd mentality. So it wasn't really a fit for a long time. And then when she gave me the list and said, go ahead and pick one, and I saw information technology, I thought, well, I don't have a career background, but I love it. And then just fell in love with that and took off.
Awesome. That's awesome. So you chose information technology. What school did you go to?
I attended a local college, Midland Community College, which was an excellent program. I failed to get into the WIO program initially right off the bat because of the logistics and the time frame. Their board over there for the information technology, the minute I told them what was going on and what we were getting ready to pursue, they said, well, we don't want you to fall behind. Let's see if we can get you in. And they found some grants, and their department actually paid for a majority of my education before the WIOA kicked in. And I got a call about 2 weeks into the semester, and they said, hey, you're going to go ahead and start college. And I was like, great, starting first semester next year. And they said, no, starting 2 weeks ago. So I was pulled in immediately. And even though it was a combination of y'all's program and theirs at first, y'all's program did not fail to check in and help me pursue and give confidence during that first semester until it initially went through.
Great. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you had that support from our office, from your case manager. How long were the courses? Like, how long did it take you to complete this program?
A little bit under a year and a half to get the certification that I achieved. And within that, I also, by default, received another certification, and then also some industry certifications that came with classes. It was full-time, so it was at a minimum 4 classes a week. It was demanding, to say the least, but anybody who's looking for a challenge and tempted to change what they're doing, it's perfect. It will approach you with the right challenges, but at the same time, with the support and the way it works seamlessly between the college and the program itself, there's no lack of support, so you're never lost.
That's great.
That's great to hear. And I guess you touched a little bit on it as well. Your case manager, it definitely seemed like she played a huge role in it. How did she support you? I know that we have something we call supportive services. Did you receive anything in that sort, like any bills or uniforms, supplies, or anything like that from your case manager?
No, I was pretty self-sufficient on that end of things. She was good at reminding me when things were due, what's coming next, what to expect. So it was never really a blind approach, which is great, because sometimes when there's a program like this that offers something, there's always a hidden cost agenda or something behind it. The transparency was amazing. So there was no lack of what I needed, to say the least.
Absolutely. Well, that's great to hear.
Yes. So you mentioned, that it took you about a year and a half to do your certification. How long did it take you to find employment after you were certified?
It actually, within the first semester and a half, I found employment. So
Before you completed?
Before I even completed.
Awesome.
I lucked out. The gentleman, Dylan, he's a CEO of our company, and he was looking to expand, which he's done tremendous at. He was looking for people, and so by joining the project that y'all had, it enrolled me into college. While I was in college, one of the classes I had to sign up for LinkedIn. I signed up for LinkedIn just by default because it was part of the curriculum in pursuing the next career.
Mhm.
And then that fell in play. Next thing I know, he's contacting me, and before I knew it, I was in the field.
Awesome. That is great. I mean, it's got to be a good feeling to already be offered a job in that field that you haven't even completed your training in, but to be, it's already recognized that you're, on the way to finishing that up. So that's awesome.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think this is such a feel-good experience, and the process, it was a little on the unforeseen. You don't know what's going to happen at the beginning, but would you recommend it now to somebody that you know, or even out there for those that might feel identified with pretty much what you went through?
Oh, absolutely, 100%, because a lot of the times you're not sure how you're going to get, you want that transition to happen, and you're not sure exactly how to approach it, which direction to come from, or what to expect when you actually do approach it. And some of it, like within the finances, people will look at it and be like, that's what I want to do, but I don't know where to start. They used to be that old, I'm pretty sure I heard that commercial, I need to get a different job, but I don't have an education. I can't get an education because I don't have money. I don't have money because I don't have a better job. And that vicious wheel begins to turn.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that program steps in and notches that wheel, and it gives you a foothold to continue around it without having to fall back.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that we didn't cover that you'd like to share about your experience?
Altogether, like she commented on, the feel-good aspect of it. I mean, when people want to pursue something like that and they're scared,
Yeah.
and then you say, especially like during the pandemic when we were furloughed and then eventually laid off, there was a point where, you kind of felt like you had nothing to lose. And you really, for anybody that is willing to pursue it, you don't have to wait until that point to pursue it.
Right.
And then having that goal to transition into a new career, and then get down into a job and down the road, and eventually look behind yourself and say, you know what? I did something I've been meaning to do for at least the last decade and have now accomplished it. I mean, that alone in itself should be enough to coax anybody into pursuing.
Yeah. I think better said, I won't think so. That was nicely put, because even though we're 2 years in, I think the pandemic is still affecting a lot of people, and I think that uneasiness of what to do really helps. And we thank you for being here. We thank you for really talking about it and sharing your experience. Definitely let people know, and hopefully we'll share this with everybody that might benefit from it.
Yes, thank you for joining us, and everyone watching out there, spread the word. I mean, we are here to help you guys. Just contact us and we can get you that information. Also, don't forget to follow us on social media. We have updates, events, and other information that might be helpful to you. So go ahead and hit that like button and follow us. Again, thank you, Robert Taylor, for joining us.
No problem.
And
Thanks for having me.
thank you, Permian Basin, for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.